Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the GWAK Podcast. You are listening to episode 4, being South Asian in the art scene. I'm joined here with Prith P. How you fucking doing, dude?
I'm good, man. How are you?
God, it's been so long. I mean, last time I saw you was before Christmas.
Yes.
And what better way to end the year than talking about some creative shit? So, for those that don't know, me and Prithvi go back. We used to go to the same... we were in the same high school, was it just sixth form? Sixth form, okay. We were in the same sixth form, but we never spoke to each other.
No.
It wasn't until 2018, I think, we started talking.
Yeah, when you had Screwdriver.
Yeah. So those that don't know, Prithvi made the Screwdriver poster, the really cool fucking George Condo style Kanye West looking. Oh, dude, it was so sick. Unbelievably talented. But that's when me and Prithvi started talking properly, and then ever since then we've been meeting and talking about future work, which we'll talk about soon. But Prithvi, for the people at home, just a rundown, what do you do?
I'm a student at the University of Portsmouth studying illustration, and yeah, just a normal kid from London.
Hell yeah, South London.
South London, 21, just trying to make it big, yeah.
So what made you want to do art out of all things?
I've always loved art, growing up, always loved Disney and drawing, and I feel like I was asked to be a doctor and all that stuff. I was like, nah, I just want to do art. Art makes me happy, and then finally I got to do it for university, and yeah, I'm really happy that I'm doing it.
How you finding university and all that?
Hard.
Yeah?
Third year is horrible.
Oh.
Third year is horrible. I signed up to do illustration not knowing that I had to write essays and read books and all that stuff. I thought it'd be just straight pure drawing, but yeah, I was very wrong, and writing essays is not fun, mate.
But you're in third year now, so I mean, you must have been different over the years. This is coming from someone that's never been.
Yeah, I mean, first year was like fresh meat, you know, just chilling and just making friends, and yeah, uni work is uni work. Second year was the same, and third year I just feel like I've hit a wall. It just got so hard real quick.
No doubt.
But I'm excited to graduate and see what else is happening. Yeah.
Because you're gonna go further on to masters, isn't it?
Yeah, I want to do my masters in Manchester.
Oh,
I just love Manchester so much.
It is a growing creative scene. Manchester, to me, was never on the map before, but now it's pretty big.
It's popping.
That's crazy.
I've been on a few nights out there, and it's insane how it's just all like-minded people there. I feel like in London, I feel like I drown when I'm here. I don't really feel like...
Oh, it's standing out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like people have the chance to be individual in Manchester.
I hear that.
That's why I feel, anyways.
That's fair. Fair. No, that's a good way to think about it, because London is extremely overpopulated. It is ridiculous, and you go to the bait places like Shoreditch or Brick Lane, it's there's already so much art.
Yes.
And it's as an artist, let alone a filmmaker, there's just so much shit here, you know what I mean? But yeah, Manchester's popping, that'd be a sick place to do masters.
Yeah.
So linking back to the university topic, I mean, you did a creative subject.
Yes.
So I don't know, but do you have strict parents or a strict family?
Not strict, but my mum did want me to go into the medicine field, so I'd have a secure future.
Hell yeah.
And I was I'm not really feeling doing that. I want to see if I can make this art thing work. So I changed my subject from doing biology a week before I enrolled and switched it to illustration, and yeah, here I am. Still doing well.
That's good shit. I mean, how support and shit, how is all that going?
Mum's really supporting. I think it's just a bit much for her to accept to begin with, but yeah, now I think because she can see I'm doing well, and I'm actually from doing commissions, I'm getting paid for it. She can see I can finally make a living out of this. She's a lot more supportive with it, which is good. Yeah.
I mean, so those that don't know, we're on a podcast, you don't really know us, but we're both South Asian, so this is a huge thing in the community. Even me, we just had Christmas, so what a better way to talk about this subject. But at Christmas, I was with 70, 80 people just from my mum's side, and they're all doctors, lawyers. Every single person went to university, and me and Prithvi here, we both have tattoos and shit. Dude, if you go to your uncle And they're like, yo, how's uni going? And you're like, oh, I don't go to uni. It's like, oh, are those tattoos permanent? It's like, yeah, they're permanent. I'm in the art scene. It's wild. It's stuff that you do not do as like, you know, as being South Asian in the art scene. And it's something that's becoming more normalized now, I believe. I think there's a lot more support, even online.
Definitely.
Like the amount of like magazines or like pages and shit, like there's just a lot of support and
representation.
There's a ridiculous amount. I mean, it pissed me off like a few years ago. They were like, we had no representation.
We had absolutely nothing. Absolutely. I grew up like thinking that the black community represented me.
Yeah.
Like I'd watch stuff and I'd see like one black character and I'd be like, oh my god, there's someone that looks like me, even though they were complete different, like
race.
culture, race, everything. But I was like, it's not a white person, so they're like me. But
like the more you like dive into it, it's like, well, hang on, there's no actual South Asians. It's just like whoever's not white. It's like,
pretty much.
Honest to God.
I guess they'll do. I guess that's.
But like 2019 has been good. I think there has been a ridiculous amount of positive brand representation, you know, let alone magazines, Netflix specials. Like, who's that guy, Hassan Minaj? I don't watch him, but like,
I watch him. Yeah.
So it's like him alone, like him being this like pinnacle, and then you obviously got like the older ones like Lily Singh, who had a YouTube channel. I don't know like what she's doing right now, but there's like loads of people that are coming up now, which is really good and promising for Asians in the art scene, because these people are role models essentially. But they don't have to be.
Exactly.
It's because it's so communal. It's like, it's not like, oh, I want to be that person one day. It's like, I am that person. It's like, I can see that in me, and it just gives me hope that I can do this when I'm older or whatever.
I feel like, because I can see them being successful, for me, I feel like I could be successful in my own field. Because if they were obviously passionate enough to get to the position where they are, to have your own Netflix special.
Exactly.
It just shows me that, yes, I maybe don't want to do the same thing that he does, but I want to do just as well in my field and be just successful and known. So, it's really like inspiring, and it's really nice to see as well. It's just
it is really nice. But do you think this is like a trend, or do you think this is gonna be here to last?
I think it'll be here to last. I think finally it'll be here to last.
Thank God. I mean,
yeah,
thank God.
It's been a long time
coming,
but I feel like it's gonna be a thing. Hopefully,
time will tell. But I mean, the way it's going, really positive. As of recently, like I can't complain. So let's talk about your art. I mean, fucking hell, what art do you do?
I mainly do like digital work on the iPad, but I've done animation and a lot of like. I have a fine art background, that's what I did for A-levels.
Oh, yeah.
So I do a lot of like painting, just like anything to do with art, I can do it.
You're all about
it.
I say this to you every time, I'm gonna say it fucking again. You always have like books with you, man. Like, you guys can't see us right now, but Prithy's got fucking, what is that, a tablet, a huge 2 books.
Yeah, man, always on it, always drawing.
That's how it is. I mean, we meet at Starbucks. Like, I think that's like the go-to place right now, because it's best for both of us.
Pretty much.
I walk in, I'm seeing Prithy like, bang, all these books. Like, damn, like, all these fucking new ideas, all these new work. Look at
all
this.
These new ones.
You got new ones?
Yeah, man. Just out here drawing. I'm such a hoarder. I go like collect like packaging.
Dude, I saw you 2 weeks ago. Like, you got a whole new book.
Just gotta keep creating, man. Keep creating. I wanna like obviously draw these sketches and make them into bigger things. Like, I want to go into editorial illustration. So just like planning things to do. I want to be on like billboards, but just gotta like have stuff so if I get the opportunity to pitch to somebody, they'll see what I'm capable of.
That's that good shit. And what's good is that these are physicals. It's not like you have to whip up your phone, like the chance. Like you carry your tablet, so this doesn't even apply to you. Like, to most people, like, they gotta like take their phone out, go to Instagram, and it's like,
scroll.
This is what I do. Like me, for example, I don't fucking real life shit. Imagine I just bring like a film roll off my pocket, or like a really big camera. It's like, yo, yeah, look at this, like this footage I shot the other day. But no, it's really good. It's really smart. It's like and like the passion is there with you. Like, fucking billboards, wild shit. Dude.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully.
But I mean, like, you have a lot of friends, like, I assume. But it's more like, do you have Asian friends that aren't doing what you're doing? Because you're doing a creative subject in uni.
Yeah.
Are there people that you know that want to do a creative subject but aren't because of these social taboos, or like, you know, being a South Asian, you know?
Yeah, I've had friends at uni who are doing biomedical science, and on the side they're doing photography because they wanted to do photography at uni, but their parents said no, so they're just doing medicine. And then maybe they'll get a chance to do what they're passionate about. It's really sad. It is sad.
It is.
I feel like when you know what you love, you just want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't imagine not doing illustration. I can't imagine I can't imagine being sitting there doing biology.
But it's so true, like, especially when you're so passionate about it. Like, it must have been maybe 2 days ago, I was talking to someone. You know, one of those, like, 3 a.m. conversations.
Yeah.
And I was like, they're like to me, what do you do? And I'm like, filmmaker. And they're like, whoa, filmmaker, like, is that your full time? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's just what I want to do.
Yeah.
I can't imagine anything else. I was like to her, what do you want to do? And she was like, I'd love to be creative, but I'm doing, like, biomed. And I was like, how far in are you? Because, like, I would never, ever, like, encourage someone to drop out.
Yeah,
I was like, if you're, like, a weekend, how far are you? Because, like, we were talking about creative subjects.
Yeah.
Like, this is clearly something you're passionate about. So she was like, I'm 3 years in. I'm like, fuck, okay, just
stay in.
You're good. However, I was like, what do you want to do? She's like, I want to be a music producer. I was like, then fucking be a music producer. It's like, just because you go to uni doesn't mean you can't still do what you want to do. Like, a lot of people think this is it. Like, I'm now in the science world. That is it till I die. It's like, no, you want to make music? Make music.
It doesn't end it. It doesn't end there. Like, so much things happen in life, and you just gotta, like, new opportunities and everything. You just gotta take it. You can't close all these doors. You've got to just carry on. Man.
You gotta carry on. I think a lot of people are also like, they want things to be perfect or whatever. It's like, I can't do this because I'm not good at it. It's like, I can't be a music producer because I don't know how to make music. Well, no one fucking knows how to do anything at first, you know? It's like, that's the whole point of it. Imagine, like, no one did what they want to do because, like, well, I'm not like Picasso. It's like, well,
literally,
no one
starts out like that.
It's like, you just gotta do it. It's
like with me, people think that, oh, you're so sick at drawing, like, I can't draw. And I was like, I was never like this. Like,
exactly.
I started with a piece of paper and a pencil, and over years and years and years, I got to where I got.
Exactly.
You gotta work for it. It's not just magic.
They, like, put time to the work. It's like, well, if I don't, like, do this by this time, I'm shit. It's like, well, not really, because it's a creative subject.
Yeah.
You can, like, work on it whenever you want, how often you want. Like, it's up to you. And a lot of people that I know that went to uni, well, a lot of people that I know that went to uni still do what they do because it's like they want to do creative subjects.
Yeah.
But a lot of people that I know want to do creative subjects and did uni like something else. More often than not, it was because of, like, family pressure.
Right.
Like, a lot of people in the fucking science field, let's be real. Like, that is one big
triggered
field for us,
about
man.
science. Please no.
Honest to God, like, everyone I know is a fucking pharmacist. It's like, what do you want to do? It's like filmmaking. It's like, then fucking be a filmmaker pharmacist, dude. Like, do it. Like, break these norms. But absolutely, I mean, what advice would you give? Because I didn't go to uni, but you did. Like, would you recommend uni as a creative?
As a creative, I do recommend uni, but you got to be sure that you're happy with the subject that you're doing. A lot of my course mates, they're sort of there and they don't know if they want to be doing illustration or not. Like, I feel like if you want to go to uni, you have to be 100% sure of the subject that you're doing, and you got to see, like, you want to see the end of it as well. Like, after you graduate, you want to see a future in that field, not just be like, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with my degree, because I feel like you're wasting your own time and energy. Like, because I knew I wanted to do illustration from the beginning and I could see a future in it. And when I hear people saying, oh, I don't know what I want to do after uni, I'm sort of like, how do you not know?
It's like, what are you here? Like,
You're investing so much time and energy, the amount of tears, the amount of tears and just pain going through this degree. I can't imagine graduating and being like, I don't know what to do after this.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Well, I mean, like, is there, like, a certain point that you're in uni where there's no turning back? Like, if someone's in there for a week, I'd be like, no, just do what you want to do.
Yeah, I feel like after first year is sort of like you could change or drop out or do whatever. After second year, especially for me, I was like, this is it. Like, I'm gonna,
okay.
I might as well just stick with this and see what happens. But yeah, I don't know. I think uni's a whole different world though.
Yeah.
Like, going into it, leave, like, studying, it's just being thrown into a world where you have all the freedom in the world. Like,
true.
you've got an overdraft, you've got
you got loans and shit, you got fucking place.
It's so weird because, like, you're an adult but you're also, like, not, because I, like, come home and I feel like a child, but
yeah.
I don't know, it's weird, like, going out, having to feed yourself,
it's wild. It's things that, like, you're thrown into. Like,
Yeah.
you leave school, that's it.
That's it.
You in.
First year, I literally spent the whole year just eating like instant noodles because I couldn't bring myself to learn any skills. Just
That's first year. Okay, so first year is like that point was like after first year, it's like you
Yeah.
kind of got to know what you want to do.
yeah.
That's fair. That's
I
fair.
feel like I matured after first year. First year, I was literally like, oh my god.
For real.
Yeah.
Shit is so new to me because I've never done freshers. I've never even been in a uni until this year, and I was for work. So I'm so new to the life. But like I imagine first year is pretty.
It's wild.
Wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so wild. You're just like, oh, it's like a headless chicken just running around.
Unreal. Oh my god.
It was so fun, and it's still really fun. But I feel like as I got into second year, all like responsibilities started dawning on me, and I was like, I actually need to pass this. Like, I'm not just here for fun. Like, I can't just be like acting like this is living my best life, you
Honestly,
know?
Yeah. No. So is it mandatory 3 years?
Yeah, mine is 3 years.
Yeah, that's a third gone. After that, you're like, yeah, I got
Yeah.
it. Well, let's just stay on the subject of school. I mean, so we know each other since sixth form,
Yeah.
but we never, like I said, spoke to each other really. However, in high school and sixth form, there's always groups,
Yes.
and there's always a South Asian group.
Oh my god.
Is that the same in uni? Would you say?
I wasn't aware of it until third year, and then I found out there's a Sri Lankan society.
You're lying.
Yeah, and then because I forgot, because obviously me having 2 years of not being around any Asians, I sort of forgot how like weird the Asian community is, and I offered to do a logo for them, and then when I'd go out, they'd all just stare at me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they'd all recognise me because they follow me on Instagram.
Oh, right.
But no one would speak to me. But I knew they were part of the Tamil society, and yeah,
Dude, that's South Asians in general, bro. That's how
eagle eyes.
It is, man. No, it's how us boys shoot our shots, man. We see a girl at a wedding. 2 days later, it's like, yo, I think I saw you. Like, it's like, yeah, of course. That's just it, man. That's wild.
I found it really weird being like that Asian community because I was part of it for the first year of sixth form, and I was like, nah.
Well, you actually though. I swear you had like a pretty diverse group though, no?
In the beginning, I was because I came to Cheam as an external, and the school is so weird.
Yeah,
like,
it's a fucked up school, man.
It's not really a nice, friendly vibe. So I sort of just fell into, like, all of us externals who'd happened to be Asian just fell into a group. And we're like, I guess we'll all just chill together. This is fine. And after a while, I was like, this is crazy. So I just, like, made myself, like, integrate with everyone else.
Dude, you out here, like, act like it's prison. Like, you look like me. We're gonna hang out.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
It's crazy out here. We're in two different fields. So I do film and you do art, which they interlinked, but they're both very different in terms of, I mean, the process is the same, but like in terms of like mediums, they're very different. So I can't give advice that, like, I can't give people advice on like your behalf.
Yeah. So
like, what advice would you give to, you know, someone in the South Asian scene in particular, or like, just what advice would you give them, like, in the art scene, like, in terms of like pursuing their shit, or like, you know, if they feel like unmotivated or whatever? It's like,
I feel like whenever I'm feeling not motivated, I just get my sketchbook out and draw, and I draw normally. But then I also get upset because I want to be like noticed in a way, and I want to get big, but I haven't done anything myself to be seen. So that's why I started my art Instagram. So even though I don't post on it a lot, I just know that if I really wanted to reach out to people, there's an active blog in a way where people can see my progression, where people can see my work. So if people want like things being done, I can literally just send them my Instagram and they can see what to do, like what I'm capable of doing. But I don't know, advice wise, it's just keep doing and don't give up. There's been times where I wanted to give up and I'm like, where will I be without art? Like, I don't see myself doing anything else. And if I'm feeling down, I've just got to like get on with it, really. You just got to get on with it. And I'm really happy with how I've progressed, how well I'm drawing, and I feel like if I carry on the way I am, I will be onto like bigger, better things, hopefully. Just gotta have some faith, isn't it? Just.
Would you say people should go like head first into creative subjects, or should they like do it as like a plan B? Because a lot of like families as well, they're like, oh well, do medicine. You could do like creative as like a plan B. Like, what's your views on that?
Mine is just go head first. If you really want it, go head first. Like, I know it scared my mum, me doing it, but parents will always love you.
Yeah.
Like, they will always love you. The amount of stuff I've done and my mum's still there, like, my biggest fan. Like, if you're worried about them being upset or something, just do it, man. Like, I'd be miserable if I was doing biology, honestly. I'm so glad I did it, and my mum's my biggest supporter now. And it's just, your happiness is worth more than you being miserable and doing something that you're not passionate about. Because at the end of the day, it's you waking yourself up and you doing that. Like, you got to be happy with what you're doing. Like, why are you getting up in the morning? You've got to have a reason. You can't just be like a cog in a machine, you know.
Honestly, that's the thing. People are too regulated, you know.
It's
Wake up at this time. This. Go to bed. It's like, fuck.
No, we're blessed to be individual. Like, we're blessed to be who we are. We've got to, like, I don't know, we've got to flex it.
You've got to go with the flow, man.
Yeah.
You just got to do what you want to do, and that's it. I don't know who said it, but I was like, if you don't have 30% of like time for yourself, you're not like living properly. And a lot of people, like, it doesn't apply to them at all. Like, a lot of my friends like work crazy overtime and far away from their job. It's like wake up at like 5:30, come home at 7:30. And I get it if you need to pay rent or you need to do this, or you're saving or whatever. But it's like most of the time they're just doing that and then either drinking or doing it. And like it's just like just one cycle that just keeps going, and they're in the creative field. It's like, you can make a fucking film with all that money. Like,
I do part-time work at my mum's office, and I do like credit control, and the hours are like 8 in the morning to 5 in the evening. I've been doing that for like maybe 4 years now, and after doing that I know for sure that I don't want to go into like office work.
You've got to do it to know,
It's
man.
just scared me. I'm like, I'm never doing this. Like, this is not my life.
That's wild.
It's calm money. Like, the money is good, but I feel so drained after one day, let alone being in there for a week. I'm literally like, I can't do this.
So you're also a person that put creativity over money?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Definitely.
It's crazy, like, people don't. Like, really, like, because, like, I don't know. I'm biased because all of my friends are creatives. I don't think I have any friend that isn't in some way creative, you know? So I can't really speak with people that are, like, money hungry. Because, no, they're not. You know, like, if we're poor, we're poor. Like, if I don't see my friends in, like, 6 months, we know why. But I know there's a fucking good film coming out here. It's like, we're all bearded and shit. Like, we know the process. But, yeah, I don't know. People that put, like, money forward or, like, you know, something that they don't want to do. It's like, whilst you're young, this is the best time. Because once you hit, like, I don't like to say, like, you can't do shit after you're 30. But once you're 30... Personally, I feel like shit gets a lot harder if you don't at least start now.
Yeah.
Like, if you haven't made your, like, name yet, you're just at square one. And if it's something that you really want to do, you'd want to start a bit early.
Yeah.
Like, no doubt, but...
And I feel like starting young as well, if it flops, if it goes wrong, you have time to, like...
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Carry on or change or just attack it another way.
Dude, like, we're doing this podcast at the perfect time because a decade is nearly over. Do you fucking remember what it was in 2010?
No,
I don't.
I joined secondary school in 2010.
Yeah. I was like, dude.
I was in primary school, I don't know. I was either just ending in year 6 or going into year 7.
You're the year below.
Yeah.
I started year 7 in 09. So you would have started in 10.
I would have started in 10.
Yeah, do you remember the Logan? Oh, no, you weren't there for high school.
No, I was in Rains Park.
Fuck, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Unbelievable. Yeah, so, like, think about that. Like, we were, like, how old were we? 12 years old? 11, 12 years old? 30 is far away. Like, as in, like, people don't realise. It's like, people are like, oh, shit speeds up once you're in the 20s. It's like, no, you have so much fucking time. Like, but just don't disregard it.
No.
Don't be like, okay, I'm doing, like, I don't know, chemistry. And that's all I'm going to do for 10 more years. It's like, well, no, because 10 years is so long. You can, like, invest in yourself a little bit. You
pick
can
hobbies, pick anything.
But, like, when you just don't do anything, it's like, no, this is on you now. This is no longer your parents forcing you. This is no longer, like, university forcing you.
This is you.
This is you. It's like, if you don't want to do it, you clearly don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But, like, to those that are home that are listening and they're in the South Asian community and they want to do something and either their family is stopping them or university is stopping them, just know that nothing is stopping you. I promise you. If you have no money, you can be a creative because it costs nothing to draw. It costs nothing to, like, you can make a film on your phone. Like, you have the resources. Like, don't be a perfectionist just because like don't be like I can't do this because I'm not like Scorsese or Picasso or like no one is. That's why they're Scorsese and Picasso. You know, like you gotta start somewhere and just do it. You know.
And I have a big appreciation for Instagram now.
Yeah.
Like before, when I just had like a personal account, I was like, well, it's quite shit, isn't it? Like, but as a creative, like you could reach out. I get so inspired by seeing like other like illustrators, and especially like following pages like It's Nice That, where you can it's such a sick page. Like so many different like graphic designers, photographers, filmers. Like it's a collective of people. And when I'm feeling like I'm not inspired by anything, I literally go on there and it's so calm to look at.
That's the thing. Would you advise social media? Because I know that we spoke about this before, and like we both kind of like to isolate ourselves.
Yes.
But that's just like as a creative, you like to be in your own head because that's like to me that's the best way to like get your shit onto like paper.
Yeah.
Right? But social media comes in, and social media has exploded this decade. Do you think it's harmful? Like as this platform, whatever. Do you think it's like?
I see it harmful as someone posting a picture and wanting likes for it. Like as having it as a personal page, I see it being harmful. But as showing people your creative work and getting to know people in the community, in that sense, I think it's great.
That's good. Yeah. I mean, once you eliminate that ego,
essentially,
it's like, well, Instagram has helped us because they've removed the likes. I mean, I don't know if they've done it yet, but
it's going to be soon, isn't it? Yeah.
I got the test run for like 5 minutes. Oh, it's fucking perfect because it just looks like no one's online, which is weird in a way because you're the only person that you can see that likes it. So in a way, it's like, well, everyone's fucking losers. They only got like me liking.
That's going to be so weird. I feel like we're in like a Black Mirror like simulation.
Because like Instagram alone has exploded. Like I joined late. But I remember what it was like during that 2012 hipster phase. And like those shitty filters and whatever.
The Tumblr filters.
Honestly, but now it's such a professional site to the point where there's magazines.
Yeah.
And like this links back to like South Asia representation. There's a magazine for everything. Like if you are brown, you can be seen. You can be spoken. Poetry, photography, filmmaking. Like Instagram is so good at putting you out there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize that because I think they are in their own head about, no, I have to be this huge influencer right now. I need all these likes. It's like, well, other people also want that. It's like, you're not the only big person.
I know.
It's like, it's wild. It's
yeah,
wild.
If it wasn't for Instagram, I wouldn't have found the page called Brown History.
Yeah, oh, it's so good.
I would not know that existed until Instagram, like, it just came up on my thing and I was like, geez, I'm learning so much from that thing. Like, how there was a similar situation to Chernobyl in India.
Really?
Yeah. And there's some American dude that he set up a plant and the same thing happened. It exploded and like so many people died, but obviously no one knew about it because it wasn't in the media. It's literally there was like photos and everything on Brown History.
So yeah, Brown History has so many. What's good about Instagram is now we have slides.
Yeah.
Which means you can have so much information in one post alone. Like it's not like Twitter where you have 240 characters.
No.
Like you can have like literal essays, which is weird because this is more information than school is ever going to give you. You can pull out your phone, and I didn't know this myself. I'm gonna fucking open Instagram. It'll take seconds, like literal seconds, to have all this free information. But like I said, people are too caught up on likes, and it's like they want themselves to be this bigger person. But like if you really want to know about culture or know about what's happening in the world, it's out there.
Yeah.
And like this goes on for like there's a huge thing going on in India. I'm not gonna go like too into it because it's so politically heavy. But we wouldn't know that without social media at all.
Definitely not.
Like it's such a huge thing. So I think like you said, social media is good if you lose that ego.
Definitely,
but, you know, I don't know, it's a fucking cesspool. Like social media's like it's a wild shit. I want to talk about tattoos and shit because like we fucking have tattoos, man.
Yes.
And like if you're listening right now and you're South Asian, it's one thing to not do the norm in a South Asian family, but it's another thing to be fucking tatted. Like, like you're just digging your grave.
Oh, I went to Sri Lanka 2 years ago.
Yeah.
and Mum bought me like bandages so I could cover up my tattoos, because
No
we have
way.
like really like fresh family who like live in the villages, and Mum was like, I just don't want to have this conversation with them, so just cover them up. So I had to like
Yeah.
make sure I wore like in the hot wore like long trousers and wore like a bandage to cover up my arm tattoos.
Dude, it'd be so
Just to-
hot.
Yeah,
Like,
just to save from having that conversation about why have you got tattoos.
it's unreal. I mean, how was your mum when you got your first one?
My mum was 48.
No, as in, like, how was she? Like, how did she
Oh.
react?
Not great.
Yeah?
Not great. I got them without my mum knowing.
Oh, same, I mean.
Yeah, I got them
Which
without
is
my mum
story.
knowing, and she was just not happy at all. I feel there's always been one rule in the house not to get tattoos, and I was just
A
like,
whole rule?
yeah, from a kid, Mum was like, I just don't like them, and I decided to just go and get them anyways. But yeah, she's like, maddest thing, like, she let me get my recent tattoo, so over time she's like cooled down about it, and I think there's a stigma which tattoos had, and I think Mum thought I was like trying to be like that.
Okay.
I feel like she thinks like all like rough people get tattoos, which are just stupid, but
I mean,
It's just,
that's there.
it's just a traditional thinking.
But the thing is, like, if you go to India, like Indian people have tattoos, as in like traditional tattoos,
Yeah.
like with the little dots and whatever, like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's crazy to think that it's not traditional, because
No.
it actually is very traditional.
Yeah.
It's just, I think when it's like the artistic tattoos, and like you have some crazy tattoos, my dude, you're a fucking talent. Like, what's so fucking like? I'm not even kidding. Like, I thought my tattoos were cool, but no, Prithy's going crazy shit.
I think
like,
Ned Flanders is my best one.
I fucking Ned Flanders tattoo. I mean, you gotta have balls. Like,
I literally it was in first year when I got all that student loan.
Oh,
I was like, what do I want? I want a tattoo.
that your first one?
No, that was
shit.
my 5th one.
Oh shit, how many have you got?
7. Yeah,
Damn.
7. But they're all like hidden around my ankles, because obviously like Mum didn't want me to have them, so I thought I'd be smart and just get them around my ankles, and I could hide them with my socks.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it didn't last very long.
That's wild. I mean, shit. How would you be? Do you want to have kids? Is that
Yeah.
what you do? How would you differ? Do you think like our generation is different in terms of like acceptance and stuff? In terms of like.
I think we're definitely different with acceptance. Like, we're a lot more open. But I feel like even I've seen with my mum, like, it's taken time, but she has the same thinking that I do.
That's good.
It's just, I don't know. I feel like we're more quicker to learn how to be accepting of other people without it being taught, if that makes sense.
Shit, like what do you reckon? I'm trying to think like what would even cause that. Like I can't even say social media, but
No.
I think just over time. I mean, I think we're in the best age in terms of getting a message across. I think that
Yeah.
is definitely like a really big thing, like protests and everything. We are
Like Extinction Rebellion and stuff
exactly
like that. Yeah.
like we're like, so I feel like our generation alone, especially in the South Asian like community, like we will get our voice out, and I feel like that would pass down to our kids anyway. I mean, like if your child's like want to get a tattoo, like how would you react to that? Like, I mean,
I'd say after they turn 18.
okay, yeah.
And then maybe have like one and wait a while. Or just like you've got.
Okay, go.
And also, I think my biggest rule is just to get in places like. Obviously, don't get it on your face.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be walking around with a Post Malone.
Face one will always be a big taboo.
Basically, yeah. I don't know. It's always like, I know it's bad, but like employability.
But I think that's getting a lot lenient now.
Yeah.
I don't know. As in, obviously, hands, neck, and face is a no-go. And, like, I can't even speak because I have hands, neck. I haven't got a face one yet. And I'm putting yet out there because absolutely one day. But
I quite like neck tattoos.
neck tattoos are sick.
Like just a word.
Or like over here.
Yeah,
Or like,
that's so sick.
Like fucking Vic Mensa.
Yeah.
Like South side.
Yeah. Or like Skepta, how he
Yeah.
has it there.
Dude.
Neck tattoos are so sick. Like over face tattoos, I love neck tattoos.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, like the starling on the hand.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
did your hand hurt?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Dude,
'cause-
this felt like a butcher knife. Do you know what I feel like? I say this every time. It feels like someone's playing the violin on your wrist
Oh,
with a knife.
No.
Because like
No.
Yeah.
No.
like you guys at home can't see this, but like I've got like a fucking half my forearm onto my hand like wrapped around and like this hurt, dude.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
But it goes away after a while. You're like, fuck it, next one.
Yeah.
You just get the next one. But I don't know what the fuck we were talking about. Like just tattoos in
Just
general.
tattoos, yeah.
Yeah, tattoos on the neck are cool. I feel like face tattoos are still very much a taboo.
Yeah.
Even though you see all these fucking influencers, like
Soundcloud rappers.
exactly,
out
like, they're
here.
making money. They're like 16.
Yeah.
You know, it's like fuck. If they can do it, I can do it. It's like no, trust me, Rajesh from South London. Like your mum will kill you. Like you will
Imagine
die.
coming home with like, oh, if I came home with a face tattoo, I don't think I should
No,
be
you wouldn't come
allowed
home.
back.
That's it, man.
I live on the streets now.
It's wild. I mean, I do feel like the South Asian scene is different with tattoos and education are two completely different
That
things.
will never change. I don't think
No.
it will ever change. Like, it. No, I don't think it will.
No.
It will always be a thing.
I mean, how are your gatherings though? Do you have like a big like Asian side?
I don't really, because my family is my mum and my nan, so I don't really know. I don't have a big like Asian family, but I know I've like been to a couple functions. I've seen what it's like, and also like having like Asian friends. I know what the experience is, but me and myself, no, I'm not really aware of it. I think that's why I never really like got into hanging around with like South Asian people, because I never I never had the opportunity.
I know what you mean.
Because growing up like in primary school was like a very white primary school, and obviously in secondary school was sort of the same, and then I just grew up knowing to hang around with like other people besides people that look like me. Yeah. I think just growing up it changes, isn't it? I don't know.
It does. I mean, like I said, when you're in school, being brown, I mean, like, kids are evil, first of all.
Yes.
Like, let's
Yeah.
be real. Like, I don't have that many memories of where, like, being brown was, like, a subject of racism, but racism was very much there. However, it was more so in high school because you had that Asian group.
Yeah.
And once you were part of that Asian group, you were just, like to put it in the nicest way possible, you were seen as a fucking loser. Like, let's be real. If you were, like, there were a lot of cliques in, like, school, man.
Yeah.
But if you were part of that Asian group, for whatever reason, no one fucked with you. Like, you would just cringe, and it's upsetting because, like, you don't, like, these cliques don't just happen.
No.
You know, like, it's a subject of, like, exclusivity. Is that even a fucking word? Being excluded, man. Like, I'm getting heated over here. But, like, these groups don't just form.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to, like, mix and shit. You're kids. But I don't have that many, like, stories about racism, like, that I can remember, but I do remember that. Like, do you have any?
I have a few. I have ones where I've been put into a box I don't even know exists.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking about dressing up for like Halloween, and my mate was like, "Oh, I don't know many South Asian characters," and I was like, "Who brought up being South Asian? Like, where did that come from?"
Fuck, that's wild. That's some subtle shit.
I was actually like, "Wait, what?" It's stuff like that, which I obviously know that I'm brown, but it's not like I'm more than that. So when people bring it up or people like say it as something that I should be thinking about, I'm like, well, I'm just a normal person, mate. Like, I'm just like you.
That's so weird because, like, it's like someone dressed up as a skeleton. You're not a fucking skeleton,
Yeah.
are you? It's like, what the fuck is that to do with
Literally.
anything?
I didn't know how to react to it. I sort of like, this was very like a couple days ago, so I was sort of like, well,
Yeah.
I thought things were different, but
Shit's wild. I mean,
yeah.
like, I'm mixed race, so I'm only half brown. But I do remember, like, a few comments. There was one where I was like, dude, it was so weird. I was in English class, and, like, I got heated with another kid. And for whatever reason, he was like, oh, I bet you only say you're Italian to get the girls. I'm like, that makes no fuck... What? Why would you lie about your background? Like, imagine, like... Because I don't like, look white. Like, I have, like...
No,
like,
yeah.
I'm not, like, brown, but
Yeah.
I'm not, like... white.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you're just lying. Like, you're brown, dude. Like, you're just fucking saying you're Italian to get girls. Like, first of all, we're 14. Like, we're not getting girls. Like, let's be real. But, like, racism comes in a lot of forms, man. Like, even...
It definitely does.
Even just the lack of representation, you know? Just the, like... I've never, like... Like, I fuck with the idea of Bollywood, but I never understood it because in a way it's excluding you. Because
Yeah.
it's like, well, we have Hollywood, you guys got your own fucking shit. Like, yeah, you're gonna make a film, go to fucking Bollywood. Dude. It's true though, right? Why can't Hollywood just be diverse?
The person that annoys me the most is Priyanka Chopra.
Oh, dude, I mean, it's fucking annoys you. Yeah.
She annoys me so much. I don't like her. I've got so many reasons why. just makes me angry. I don't even feel like we should like be talking about it. She doesn't deserve it.
No. But I mean, in a way, it's like, it's because these are people that are so powerful.
Yes.
You know, these are brown people that have made it, and you're thinking, fuck, they're finally going to get these messages across. They're finally going to speak for us because we don't have the voice. They do. And they don't.
They don't.
And there was an example with Lily Singh last week about the whole thing that's happening in India right now. And she put a tweet, I was like, oh, I'd love to know more. It's like, you should know more. Like, if we know, you know. It's like...
It's just they're like walking in blind. They're
exactly.
like, oh, we don't really know what's going on. Like,
it's just upsetting then, because these, like I said, these are meant to be your role models or people that inspire you to be where they are. And you always have these dreams, like, if I was in a position, I'd fucking scream to the world what's going on. Like, I'd use all my money and my resources. And you see, because there's not a lot of Asian people in that power. So seeing 2 down on the list already, it's like only 5 more to go. Like, realistically, like, let's be real. So it's like, we need to fucking get up there quick. Come on.
The world's just a bit crazy recently. Like,
it is wild, yeah.
I was looking, obviously, because I'm Tamil, I was talking to my cousin the other day, and the Sri Lankan government have issued new stamps calling that being Tamil is a disease.
What?
I'll find the picture.
Wait, this is coming from Sri Lanka?
Yeah, the government has issued these stamps.
But that's so wild, because why would they do that to them?
Because it's the Sinhalese government, so I don't. It's just that's a stamp.
Fucking hell, what is that?
And then,
oh man,
that's see, it says Demon of Tamil.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucked up, man.
I feel like, obviously, sometimes I feel like, well, not sometimes, a lot of the time I feel like I'm not welcome in this country. And then, you know how you think, oh, I can go back home, like, that's my home. When I went to Sri Lanka this year, I was like, this isn't home. And I'm sort of like, I don't really know what my home is anymore. That's why I was talking to my cousin, like, we literally don't know where we belong.
Fuck. That is wild. I mean, like, everyone has... Like, every country is going through something like that.
So much. It's ridiculous. Like, China, with the Muslims. Like, it's so much. That's the one thing, like, with social media as well. You know everything that's going on. It is so much. It's so much stuff is going on everywhere. That's
why I'm always drawing the line of whether social media is good or not. Because in a way, you have all the knowledge. Yeah. But in a way, you have all the knowledge.
Yes. And I feel even more helpless, because, like, it's one thing knowing about one country, but I literally know about 20 countries that is going through stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know what to do
simultaneously.
Yeah,
at the same fucking time. Like, it's like, and like you said about the home situation, it's just saddening, because the amount of people that make you feel like you should just leave and go back to your own country or whatever, and it's like, your own country is fucking just as worse.
Yeah,
man. It's just we've spoken about loads, and the thing is, people can't see what you have in front of us. So if you want to tell people where they can find you and stuff, that would be fucking sick. I mean, where can people find you?
I have an Instagram called @PrithandPen, so that's @PRITHANBPEN. I forgot how to spell. Yeah, @PrithandPen.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's like a description section for these podcasts. We can slap that down there.
Perfect, thank you.
And what do you have in store for the future? I mean, you know, the new decade is coming up. You don't have to, like, say everything, because, like, as a creative, I know, like, we don't want to fucking...
Dream is, I want to have a clothing line come out, but also I want to reach out some sort of musical artist, because I feel like, to me, I've definitely made it when I have my own CD. Like, you know, when an actual CD with my artwork on it, that's when I'm like, okay, I've actually made it. Everything else I do, I'm very grateful for, but just having a physical, like, CD... It's
holding something. Yeah. Like, I've made this.
Actually being like, this is me, I think that's what I'd like to...
That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, come upstairs, I've got your fucking painting huge on a... I've got, like, so many posters left, dude, like...
Oh, man.
Upstairs, yeah, they're huge. You can see them? I'm sure after, yeah. But, like, that's a physical, that's fucking... You did good, man. I don't give a fuck. Like, you're so young, like, I'm not young, like... You're the year below me, but, like, dude, the amount of shit you've done already.
Just hungry, man. I'm just...
Did you have to? Alright, you've been listening to episode 4 with both me, Dylan, and Prithee P, both being South Asian in the art scene. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out the other episodes if you haven't already, and I'll catch you on the next one.